Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday. Anwar ul Haq Kakkar has been named as the Pakistan's caretaker Prime Minister ahead of national elections. The announcement came following a meeting between the outgoing Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and the opposition leader Raza Raiz. The last general elections in July 2018 was won by cricketer turned politician Imran Khan, who has been disqualified for 5 years by Pakistan Election Commission. The first space-based Indian observatory to study the sun, Aditya L1, is getting ready for its launch next month. The spacecraft is expected to be placed in the halo orbit around the Lagrange point L1 of the Sun-Earth system, with a major advantage of continuously viewing the sun without any eclipses. This will provide a greater advantage of observing the solar activities and its effect on the space weather in real time. The spacecraft will carry 7 payloads to observe the photosphere, chromosphere, and the outermost layer of the sun's corona using electromagnetic and particle field detectors. India and United Arab Emirates UAE have started settling bilateral trades in their local currencies. Indian Oil Corporation paid in rupees to Abu Dhabi National Oil Company for its purchase of 1 million barrels of oil, the Indian Embassy in UAE said. This marked the first ever crude oil transaction under the newly implemented local currency settlement signed in July 2023. Militant group Baloch Liberation Army (BLA) has urged Chinese citizens to leave Balochistan in 90 days and withdraw its developmental projects, warning that there will be intense attacks otherwise. This comes a day after a convoy carrying 23 Chinese engineers near Pakistan's Gwadar port was attacked by the BLA, claiming the lives of 4 Chinese engineers and other Pakistani personnel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered his 10th consecutive Independence Day speech and hoisted the tricolour at the Red Fort on 15th August. He equals former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's record for hoisting the tricolour at the Red Fort 10 times on Independence Day. Ex-Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru hoisted the tricolour at the Red Fort for 17 times, the most among all Indian Prime Ministers. The Dutch economy has entered a recession as it shrank 0.3% on a quarterly basis in the second quarter, a first estimate published by Statistics Netherlands showed on Wednesday. The Eurozone's fifth largest economy shrank for the second consecutive quarter after 0.4% contraction in the first 3 months of the year. Union Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw on Wednesday announced that Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved the Vishwakarma scheme for workers having traditional skills like potters, blacksmiths, etc. The workers can get a loan of up to 1 lakh at a maximum interest of 5%, he added. Further, they will get a support of up to 15,000 rupees for purchasing modern tools. The 19th round of India-China Corps Commander level meeting was held at the Chushul-Molodo border meeting point on the Indian side on 13th and 14th of August this year. The two sides had a positive, constructive and in-depth discussion on the resolution of the remaining issues along the LAC in the western sector. Both sides agreed to resolve the remaining issues in an expeditious manner and maintain the momentum of dialogue and negotiations through military and diplomatic channels. In the interim, the two sides agreed to maintain peace and tranquility on the ground in the border areas. Russia has hiked interest rates to 12% after the ruble fell to its lowest value in 16 months. The currency fell past 100 per dollar this week, prompting Russia's central bank to hold an emergency meeting. Pressure has been mounting on Russia's economy due to imports rising faster than exports and the military spending growing. Russia has been targeted by sanctions by Western countries following its conflict with Ukraine in February 2022. India will get 9 more supercomputers under the Extended Digital India program, the government has announced. Currently, 18 supercomputers are deployed under the National Supercomputing Mission (NCM). The fourth supercomputer that the India has developed are Airavat, Paramsiddhi, Pratyush, and Mihir. The government approved the installation of the 70th supercomputers under the NCM in 2015. Chandrayaan 3's Vikram Lander has successfully separated from the spacecraft. The lander and the rover are expected to land on the moon on August 23rd. Earlier, ISRO chairman S. Somnath said Vikram will be able to make a soft landing on moon's surface even if all the sensors and its two of engines do not work. Let's hope for the best and get a good news. India's 18-year-old Grandmaster R. Pragnananda on Thursday created a history by becoming the first ever Indian to reach 128 plus Man Chess World Championship. This was Man Chess World Cup semi-finals. Pragnananda defeated his compatriot Arjun Eirikasi in the tie-breaker of their quarter-final. He will face Fabiano Caruana in the semi-finals. India's Vidit Gujarati and Gukesh D also crashed out in the quarter-finals. The government of Himachal Pradesh has declared the whole state as natural calamity affected area. The entire state has been badly ravaged by incessant rains leading to floods, cloudbursts, landslides and slope failures, taking heavy toll on the lives and property. At least 74 people have been killed in landslides and the other rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh since Sunday. Singapore-born Indian origin Tharman Shanmugaratnam and the two Chinese origin former executives of the government-linked companies have qualified to run for the city-states presidential election on September 1st. The Presidential Election Committee received a total of 6 applications. Singapore had earlier said it would hold the presidential elections if more than one person qualifies for the presidential run. Incumbent President Halima Yacob's 6-year term will end on 13th of September this year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 4-day visit to South Africa and Greece from 22nd of this month. During 3 days visit to Johannesburg in South Africa from 22nd to 24th, Mr. Modi will attend the 15th BRICS Summit at an invitation of President of South Africa, Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. This will be first in-person BRICS Summit since 2019. The Prime Minister will also participate in special BRIC events, that is African Outreach and BRICS Plus Dialogue. Following his visit to South Africa, the Prime Minister will also pay an official visit to Greece on 25th of this month. This will be the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Greece in 40 years. Shooter Isha Singh and Shiva Narwal brought cheers to India camp, clinching the 10-meter air pistol mixed team gold by defeating Turkey in the finals of ISSF World Championship at Baku, Azerbaijan on 18th August 2023. The Indian duo defeated the Turkish pair of Ilyada Tehran and Yusuf Daiki in 16-10 in the gold medal match to take the country's medal tally to 2. India are currently placed second on the medal table with gold and a bronze medal, while China is leading the tally with 5 gold and 2 bronze medals. And now for the segment where we see the events that unfolded this week back in history. 13th August 1521. fall of Aztec Empire. On this day in 1521, Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés captured the Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City, after 93-day siege, thereby ending the Aztec Empire and winning Mexico from the crown of Spain. 14th August 1880, Cologne Cathedral completed. Originally started in 2448, construction of the Cathedral Colonner Dome in Cologne, Germany, the largest Gothic church in the northern Europe and the city's major landmark, was finally completed on this day in 1880. 15th August 1947, Independence for India. After 3 decades, the Indian independence movement, led by many freedom fighters, achieved its goal on this day in 1947, as a free and an independent India was established, ending nearly 200 years of British rule. 16th August 1996, Lionel Fernandez Reina inaugurated as a president of Dominica Republic. The youngest person ever elected president of the Dominica Republic, Lionel Fernandez Reina, was sworn in this day in 1996 and soon instituted measures to end corruption and improve the country's economy. 17th August 1945, Indonesia's Declaration of Independence. On this day in 1945, Sukarno declared Indonesia's independence from the Netherlands, and after the Dutch transfer sovereignty for 4 years later, he served as the country's first president from 1949 to 1967. 18th August 1920, 19th Amendment ratified. On this day in 1920, the 19th Amendment was ratified after Tennessee, by just one vote, became the 36th state to approve it, capping the 72 years fight to win women the right to vote in the United States. 19th August 1991, attempted coup against Gorbachev. On this day in 1991, Mikhail Gorbachev, the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1985 to 1991 and the President of the Soviet Union from 1990 to 1991, was briefly ousted in a coup by the communist hardliners.
Well, that's all, friends, for this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.